Hello and welcome to the latest in our Mod Contest 2017 Best Map series. And the map we will be looking at today is called Hall Farm. And this is basically a representation of a real family farm in the heart of the Yorkshire Dales. This map has been produced by a guy called Will. It's kind of tagged as Will65, but the author name is Will. We will just deselect everything and kind of start with our usual, just in case we need Land Rover. And perfect vehicle, by the way, for these maps, Land Rover. Course play, gaming station, we're done. Let's start up. No errors per se so far. Let's just scroll up. We do have one error. It's a warning around the bunker about with course play interacting with the bunkers by the looks of it. So yeah, there's potential issue with course play and some of the bunkers. Interestingly enough. Okay, so let's jump straight in. Get that sorted. Let course play check the maps. So here we have, just like we had on one of our earlier maps, we have a dry stone wall. There is a little bit of an artifact going on with the rendering here of the texture, but it's not that bad, and it's only in a couple of places. So I would have actually probably used this as the material for it, but not that. Anyway, so let's have a look see at this map. Wow. Okay, so this map has 28 fields, and you start with all of them. Okay, you start with all the fields. It looks like quite a small map. Standard fruit types. I say we have all the fields. That is pretty much it. There are 2 sale points on this map. It is quite small. A bakery and a spinnery. We have no animals to start with. We have 400,000 on the silo. Okay, so this is going to be a relatively quick look around because of course we don't have a huge amount of stuff to look at on the map. So we look at starting equipment. You start with the New Holland 8340 tractor and a Massey Ferguson MF 5600 and a Case 1455 XL. So we've literally got tractors from almost every single manufacturer here. I would have probably stuck to one manufacturer, keep it sort of in keeping with the map. We have a Stoll front loader and a couple of, well, we have 4 attachments. We have a little JCB skid steer with a few attachments, and then we have a Case axial flow 1660 with a 14-foot header. We also have a header trailer for this as well. We have a TKD 302 and a Cullimer L300. We've got an AgriLiner trainer and a Kuhn cultivator. We have a Kuhn Biomaster 153 plough too. And a Great Plains Cedar, the 3P 1006 NT. We have an Everland, okay, I can never pronounce it, Everland, or Vernland. Is the case silent or not? I don't know. Exact EL 700. We have the Lizard concrete filled barrel front weight or back weight or whatever. We have another Agro proper weight, so we've got two weights here. And they're quite light weights as well. They're not the heaviest weights. Okay, so let's circle around the farmstead as it were. We've got here a workshop, and we have our chickens. There we go. We've got a little shed here. We have, I'm not sure what, is that a field? Why do we have wheat here? Weird. We've got a barn. Got a nice little road. It's very, it's a single track road. We have our header trailer and our header. To be honest, well, actually thinking about these roads, that might not actually fit. Got grassland here. I'm trying to see where our combine is. We've got the header trailer for the combine. Ah, there's the combine. It's hiding in the corner. Very broken looking fences. We've got down here, this is our sheep. I'm guessing that's our farmhouse there. We've got our sheep here. It's a nice little houses on the hillside there. So this is our sheep, so that's food, that's grass and water's over there. Those are some little houses in the little road, very quaint looking. There's a well even. Little stone houses. Every one of these has got a little well actually. Kind of nice. Right, I'm looking for the cows. Let's go to the cows. So this is the cows. We've got trees. It's very thick woodland here. That's very thick. So we've got, this is our cows and just off our farm. I'm not sure what this is for. It's a sale point, drop a point or something. Did that trigger the cow? No, I don't know what that is for. It's a milking parlour. There's the milking parlour. Can we actually get in there and actually have a look around? I'm not sure about this. This map does have the mud mod for PC users. So as you can see, we just passed over a body of mud. Here are our cows. I'm hoping somewhere around here. Those are all our pieces of equipment. Skid steer and the like, some seeds as well for us to use. That's painted on. This must be... There's lots of... Right, so that's the animal dialogue, but that's going to be a feeding place. It's a little bit confusing in here. It really is. I think this is an openable door. It kind of seemed to open there a second. It looked like it opened a little bit and then it stopped. So the cow shed is a little bit confusing. So I'm not liking that. Mud mod is good. Oh, it is realistic. You have mud around. This is the silage camp. Nice big silage pit. This one's kind of dug into the thing. It's not a. It's really kind of dug into the hillside, which is sort of okay. That is our slurry pit, and again, not as polished. I think we've got more mud, and then we've got a forest. And it's a big forest. Some forest land here. So that's the main farm, and that's up here. This is a big forest area here. We've got a bunch of equipment up here. We've kind of checked out these things. Let's visit the shop. I can't see the pigs. It says there's pigs on this map. If I'm correct. It does say there could be pigs, but I can't see a place for the pigs. Unless they're over here. Let's visit the store. International Agri Centre, Deutsche Far. This is taken from another map. This is a German one. Black Sheep Modding it is by. So it's kind of nice, but it is basically a bot road mod. And where are we? So we're up here. Let's visit the spinnery. Wool sell point. This is the animal purchase. We've got a lot of sheep in here. And some cows. No pigs though. I don't think there's pigs on this map. I actually don't think there is pigs, but it's showing in the UI as pigs are available. This is a Denton Bakery, and it's dropped me off the edge of the map. If you can see here, this is the bakery kind of sale point. The actual point it's actually dropped me is way over there. The Royal Oak Pub, seriously good food, but it's labelled on the map as Denton Bakery. So probably been some tweaks there. It's a nice looking pub and everything, but there is a little bit of a labelling snafu, I think, there. What we're going to do now is take to the air, have a look around. Obviously that is the edge of the map, so we kind of need to look this way. It is a very small map. There's quite a few fields, but essentially we own them all. So we own everything. There is mud on this map. There's nice houses. The houses are nice. The nice models on the houses they do look good. I see what he's done. It's actually a model with a two-story house, but what he's done is kind of buried a little bit of the house to make them into sort of like bungalows. That is unfortunate. The farm is nice. There's a nice bit of woodland there. There is a yard over here. There's a little body of water. So I'm thinking there's mud in some of these fields because of what's showing up whilst I'm kind of flying overhead. There's kind of signs that potentially the mud's being put in the fields. So below the crop line. There's some very steep bits of this. I'm not sure what this is here. If there's an actual purpose, but there's a little waterfall thing going on. And we've got some vehicles. We've got a space here for something. But the shop's way over there, as you can see. It's kind of surrounded by what is this? These are silage clamps with mud down a kind of a very dark and crowded what do you call it, little alleyway thing. Another silage clamp, and that's our cedar back there, and another tractor. So there's quite a bit of stuff spread out on this map, but it's a very small map. And I think he's put mud at the bottom of there. So field wise, whoops, they're small fields, they're dotted everywhere. We own all the fields. They're very tight spaces. You can't use big equipment on this map. There's not much space for placeables that you'd actually be able to do anything with them. So with that, you are kind of limited on this map. It's a very small possibilities map. I mean, you have all this logging, but you can't really do anything with it. There's no sale point for the wood chips, or if there is, no, there's no sale point for wood on this map. So you've got all this logging, but there's no place you can sell it. So you're kind of limited by things you've got. Say you've got the wood, and there's a lot of it on this map. For a map this size, there's a lot of woodland, but you can't do anything with it. So there's a very confusing cowshed. I could figure out how to do water and the grass, but where do you put the TMR down? I wasn't sure. So yes, there's some interesting elements to this map. It looks very nice and kind of picturesque. It is. And we've even got pieces of equipment over there in the distance that haven't been cleaned up from the model as you look at things. But the fields are, they're all combined together. So effectively, I'm kind of flying over. Okay, 6 and 7 are separated by a hedge. We've got 8 and 9 there. A very faint separation between the fields. The kind of demarcation between fields is kind of loose and hard to recognize. There's a little bit of kind of confused change between dry stone wall and fencing. So yeah, it is nice. It's a nice little map. However, I think an overall rating from me is going to be a 3 stars. I think. Unfortunately, I think we're going to rate this as a 3 stars. There's a few things missing on this map that you've got possibilities, but you just can't realize those possibilities. There's very few sell points. You've got things like great forestry, but nothing to actually sell the wood. No way to sell it. You've got you've got all the fields from day one. So there's no kind of working towards a goal here of building up your farm. You own all the farm. So with that, I think we shall end it. The farm is nice. It is essentially quite picturesque, but I think that if the author of this, if he would spend some time once the contest is over, maybe tweaking some of the things out on this, it will be a good starter map going forward. But it is nice, but I think it is a 3-star map. So with that, thank you for watching. If you found this review helpful, please hit the like button. If you want to see more on the series of reviews for the best map contest of the mod contest 2017 from Giant Software, please hit the subscribe button, and you'll see them as I put them up. So with that, thank you all for watching. This has been Hall Farm, and fortunately we give it a 3 stars. Doesn't quite live up to the expectation of some of its predecessors we've reviewed. With that, thank you and goodbye.